What is up, everyone? Welcome back to All Takes No Whiffs. I am Alex, and that is Christian, and we are continuing our preview of every MLB team for the 2023 season. And for this video, we'll be moving on to the Houston Astros. The Houston Astros, 2022 World Series champions, had a great team last year, all around pitching, hitting, defense. Everything was just super solid. And I mean, they're pretty much running it back with some of the same guys. They're missing maybe one or two honestly key guys part of that team, but I think this team is still going to be super solid.
Yeah, when it comes to the father of the New York Yankees, the Houston Astros, even though they lost Yuli Gurriel and Justin Verlander, I'm really not expecting too much of a drop off because, yeah, Verlander, that's I guess what you can say is the main hit. But with Gurriel losing Gurriel, they signed a former MVP in Jose Abreu, and I'm expecting a big season from him. Just that change of scenery. Not saying that Chicago was all bad; he had some success there for sure, but in a super competitive team like this, I feel like he's just going to be nasty. I think that short porch in left field is honestly going to help him out a lot too. He's not crazy with the power, but like he makes a lot of contact, and some of those fly balls that might have died in at the warning track and left when he was back with Chicago, some wall scrapers maybe. But outside of that, this team is still stacked to the brim. To be honest with you, Jordan Alvarez, honestly, he can come through and have an MVP season in 2023. That's the type of player he is, of course. And my guy Jeremy Pena, World Series MVP, insane postseason last year. I'm looking forward to a good 2023 season for him. Hopefully, he doesn't run into the sophomore slump that has gotten to a lot of MLB players. I don't expect it, but anything can happen. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to hopefully a big regular season from Alex Bregman because we know what he can do in the playoffs, but it's been a couple of years as we mentioned in our third baseman ranking video. It's been a couple of years since he's been consistently good. 2019, that was the last time I saw him be a beast in the regular season. He was fighting Mike Trout for that MVP, but I feel like if he has a good regular season, uh, honestly, he could get back into that conversation.
Yeah, I'm definitely expecting Bregman to have a little better of a season. Jose Altuve, we know who this guy is.
Mhm.
This is the best second baseman in all of baseball, probably the face of this franchise still. And Kyle Tucker, dude's probably gonna be pushing for a 30-30 season this year. He had 25 stolen bases and 30 home runs last year. I just really like him overall. He's just super solid all around, and this pitching staff, even though Verlander's gone, they still got some solid names in there. Framber Valdez, super solid. Christian Javier, he no hit your team pretty much for 13 innings last year. It was absolutely insane. And then there's this guy in their farm system who is pretty much almost the same thing as Justin Verlander. His name's Hunter Brown. This dude throws gas. He's got some good stuff. And his makeup is just like Verlander, kind of. I've seen videos of it where his windup and delivery looked exactly like it. So I'm really looking forward to him. And their bullpen is going to be super solid again. Really looking forward to seeing how this team is going to play out this year, and I expect them to win this division easily again. I'm off the LA Angels hype.
Yeah, same. That's just rooting for the Angels. That's just guaranteed disappointment. Can't do that to ourselves anymore. But we could look forward to Otani and Trout as we've been doing, I guess. But for this team, yeah, AL West is all theirs. When it comes to the amount of wins, 106 is a lot of wins, so I feel like estimating higher than that would be wild. So I'm just gonna say 100 to 105.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see them getting 100 wins this year. They're losing a couple pieces. The teams are getting better over there in the AL West
True.
too. Seattle is gonna be better this year. Oakland, I mean, they're not gonna be drastically better, but they've gotten some guys who have gotten their feet wet in MLB, so they could take
Mhm.
some games from them. Texas, I'm definitely expecting them to be better. So, I don't see them. They're probably honestly going to end around like 98, 99, 100. Wouldn't be surprised if they get 100, but I don't see them getting 100 this year.
I feel that. Yeah, it's just a improvement in, like, I guess the teams that they play the most. That makes sense. Losing out on Verlander, that might be a couple of starts that they're
That's kind
missing
of
out
my
on.
main thing. Yeah.
I feel that. Regardless, though, still expecting them to be one of the top teams in baseball, and I'm hoping that they don't absolutely shit on my Yankees in 2023. But the reality of it is that's probably going to happen. But yeah, as for our next video, though, we are going to be covering the Kansas City Royals, a team that interesting position, but we'll be getting into that then. But until then, peace.
Peace.